Hey, Zach Crawford here, and in this video I'm going to break down how easy it is to make $100 per day online, and I'm going to teach you 3 individual methods. Now, 2 of the methods I personally have experience with, and I've made a lot more than $100 per day online with them. And the third method is full transparency. I don't actually do this method myself. However, I have several coaching students that do this to make well over $100 per day online. And honestly, it's both a short-term strategy as well as something you can scale into a full-scale business later on. Look, right now, if you're skeptical, you actually think that making $100 per day is a complete sham. And if you probably watched a lot of YouTube videos teaching you how easy it's going to be, and trust me, I completely get it. You know, I remember back in 2011 when I actually thought that making $100 per day or basically $3,000 per month was like a fairy tale. You know, I thought that it was all BS. I thought that most of the people were just blowing smoke. And, you know, back then that was my real goal. I wanted to make $3,000 a month just so I could quit my job. And I was willing to literally sacrifice my $60,000 a year salary in order to do that. What I did realize is that if I could actually make $100 per day, if I could actually figure out a real method that is not, you know, BS, something that actually could make me $100 per day consistently, all I had to do is focus on scaling that up in order to build a bigger business. You know, the truth is that most people will never make $100 per day online, and most people will never even make $1 online. Here's why. You know, when most people come to me for help and they say, hey, Zach, what's the best method? You know, what should I do? You know, they have no plan. They have no strategy in order to reach their income goal. Now, what you're going to find is all successful entrepreneurs, they have a plan. They have a strategy. Just like myself, we pretty much follow the same things every single day. You know, in fact, when you probably look at most successful entrepreneurs' businesses, you're going to find they don't do as much as you think they do. They focus on a few key things in order to get the results. All right, so before I jump into the 3 methods on how to make $100 per day, I want to touch on something really quick. So if you're brand new to the channel, every single day I give away one of my $1,000 courses completely for free. In order to win the course, all you need to do is go below, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, and finally just drop a comment below. Whether you want to ask me a question, you want to say something to make me laugh, I pick the best comment every single day and I let you know if you win. All right, look, if you are serious about making money online, whether we're talking $100 per day or $100,000 per year or $1 million like I've made, it doesn't matter. Look, there's one thing you absolutely have to learn if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, and that is the word focus. Like, I see so many people struggling with focus, you know, and I understand, I'm not trying to put you down here, but we have so many distractions. Example, we have social media pulling us all the time, a text message, Instagram, Facebook, even YouTube. We usually make the mistake of following 10 different leaders when we first start, if not more. I remember back when I started, I was literally following like 50 different people. I was on like 50 different email lists, and I was constantly confused. And on top of that, I jumped from thing to thing to thing, hoping the next thing was going to be the secret. Look, if you want the secret, I just told you, it's focus. Like right now, I can end this video. There's no more to even need to be said, because once you learn focus, everything else is going to work out. Okay, so I just touched on how I jumped from thing to thing to thing, and I had a lack of focus, right? I'm not preaching to the choir. I literally did it myself. So here's the thing. If you learn to just focus on one thing, you believe in yourself, you believe in the system, you believe in the process, and you stay the course until you get the result, like that's what's going to happen. You're going to get the result. What most people make the mistake of doing is jumping over to the other side. They think the grass is always greener, right? And here's what I want you to understand. Every time you start over, every time you jump to a new method, you're constantly recycling that process. You're constantly going to keep going in this loop of being confused, overwhelmed, frustrated, and things are never going to happen. Once you stick to one thing and you work through those struggles, you work through the kinks, you will get to $100 per day 10 times faster than you can even imagine. But what most people do is they quit at the first sign of defeat, and that's why they never see results. All right, so method number 1 is freelance work. Now, I know a lot of people probably right now are like, oh man, I thought I was going to get some kind of secret or easy method. But here's the thing. If you are like right now, if you're in desperate mode or you just need to bring in money really quick, you have no patience, there's a reason I'm starting with this method first. And it's because of the fact that there's tons of demand for work to be done. Literally, I hire tons of people in order to help me do things in my business. You know, you literally can go to sites like freelancer.com, you can go to upwork.com, you can go to warriorforum.com, you can even go find entrepreneur groups in Facebook, and you can find people that are looking for all different types of skill sets. And the reason that this is great to start is because you're getting to learn from an entrepreneur. You're getting to develop skills that you later can transfer over into your own business. This is exactly how I got started. Now here's the thing. When you actually do freelancing work, you're really kind of just getting a better job. You know, you're really learning to do a job online. So instead of working at a traditional job, you know, driving into work, you're getting to buy back your time a little bit. You're getting to eliminate that car ride. You're getting to eliminate, when you can take a lunch break. You're getting to eliminate all the bullshit that comes with a job. And you're really just getting your own job where you're a bit of the boss, but you still work for other people. But here's the thing. I valued those years so much because it taught me so much, literally so much. By the fact of the way I looked at things, when I went into it from day one, I took it as this is going to be a learning experience. I'm going to learn from other successful entrepreneurs. I literally asked them questions. I tried to get close to them. I learned everything I could. I wasn't just an employee doing the work for them. I was learning how to run a business, and it's the best way to transition from being an employee to actually becoming an entrepreneur because you're getting experience while you're actually working. All right, so I want to talk about a few of the skills that I think are the best skills to focus on. And the reason I'm picking these is because of the fact that I said your goal is probably not to be an employee for the rest of your life, right? That's probably why you're trying to figure out how to make $100 per day online, because you want to get the hell out of a job. So these skills are things that I think that you should learn. These are skills that I've learned over time. Now, not all of them, but I know quite a bit of them, and I've been able to transition them later. So here's the thing. The best skills, in my opinion, are things like writing articles and blog posts. This is something I did in the early days. Learning something like web programming. Now, this can be anything from like building websites. It can be learning to code apps or to code, advanced features on websites. It can be building software, highly in demand. Video editing, obviously right now we're on YouTube, right? And you're probably watching this video. This is me I actually learned how to do video editing. Now, I never did it for somebody else. I taught myself, but it's a skill that later you can use yourself. And then finally is actually learning how to do things like search engine optimization and social media marketing. These are skills that you can use on your own business so you can practice on somebody else's business, get the experience, and then later transition those skills into your own business and make 10 times more money. So here's the thing. If you're actually going to do this method, right, and you're like, hey, this sounds pretty interesting, what you got to understand is in the early days, it's not about making money. Now, I know this probably goes against what you're thinking right now because you want to make money, and I get it. I was the same way. But what you got to understand, every single thing I'm going to teach you on this YouTube channel is something that I've learned the hard way, right? And I used to think about myself. I used to just think about, I want to make money for Zach. And then I realized it's not about me. It's about the people I'm serving, whether it's clients, it's individual customers buying my info products. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about them. So if you actually go into this the smart way and you focus on getting good reviews, you focus on doing the highest quality work you can for your customer because you know that they're going to give you a good review, and then you can even ask them for referrals, which is one of the best ways that I got more clients. And at the end of the day, when you focus on doing this, right, you're going to be able to transition these skills over into your business, as I just talked about later. But if you actually are proactive, you can make way more than $100 per day. I was literally able to scale this business up to over 6 figures in just 6 months. And it was because I'm a hustler. I'm not a lazy person. I was hungry and I was willing to do the work, and I focused on doing the best quality work I could. Now, I ended up having to later transition this into an actual agency and get help from people in order to scale it bigger. So I want you to realize, even though this video is focused on making $100 per day, you can make well beyond $100 per day doing this yourself. And then if you actually want to turn this into a full-scale business, there are so many business owners out there, not just online business owners, but even local people in your city and in your country and in your state that need your help. So you can scale this into a very, very large business if you take this seriously. All right, so this second method is called affiliate reviews. So basically this involves affiliate marketing, and honestly, it's one of my favorite methods. I'm a bit biased. I've made well over 7 figures just with affiliate marketing alone. So I love affiliate marketing. It's one of the business models I suggest almost everybody gets into when they're getting started in order to learn marketing, in order to learn how to do sales, in order to learn the skills you need to grow a big, big business. In fact, the method I'm teaching you right now, one of my students, I'm actually going to flash the screenshot up on the screen now. He made $4,000 applying this method last month. Now, some of the methods that he does is probably outside of that. With that being said, I know he heavily does this method, and it's one of the methods that I teach a lot of people to start with. So basically what you're doing is you're reviewing affiliate marketing products. This can be in any industry. It can be in make money online. It can be in fitness. It can be in a hobby niche. It can be in gardening. It really doesn't matter. If you can find affiliate products for it, you can do it. Now, with that being said, I understand some people are like, Zach, I don't want to be on camera. And I totally get it, right? When I first started, that terrified me. So you can either do this with YouTube if you are willing to get on camera, which I highly, highly suggest. Or you can start with blogging. Blogging is how I started. As I said, I was terrified. Video scared me. And I can track back multiple 6 figures to this method alone just from my business. So I highly suggest this is the method you start with if you have patience. All right, so the reason I mention patience is because you need it. And, at the end of the day, this is not a get-rich-quick method. This is not something you're going to put up a couple articles and make tons of money. This is not something you're going to put up a couple videos and make passive income for the rest of your life. This is something you got to treat just like any other business. You got to put in the work. When I first did blogging, I literally created hundreds of articles. I mean, hundreds. Now, I started making money well before that, but I created hundreds of articles reviewing products, and later it compounded and made me lots of money. I want you to realize everything I teach is not about just hurry up and do something and make money. It's about building something that's sustainable, building something that can grow, and building something that requires consistency in order to make it work. Just like the student I just showed you, he's consistently did that. Now he's got a $4,000 income, and he's built reoccurring income in there. Now, I'm not sure how much he makes reoccurring, but most of that offer is reoccurring income. So I want you to realize this works, but it requires work. So with that being said, here's my suggestion really quick. Number one, if you're scared of doing, videos, start with blogging. That's what I did. Get your confidence, get the ability to start making some sales, get charged up knowing that this works, and then transition over to video. Because once you do videos, it can work 10 times faster. You literally can start making money this week with videos. I put up a video just a couple weeks ago, and literally 2 days after I put the video up, I was already making sales. So I want you to realize video is 10 times faster. Video is growing. Video is where I think you should start, but I understand that most people don't want to do video. With that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my computer screen, and I'm going to show you how this works. All right, so we are currently on clickbank.com, and what I'm going to do is teach you how this whole affiliate marketing review strategy works. Now, this is easily available to make $100 per day to anybody that actually applies it. Honestly, I think you can make way more than $100 per day online, like if you actually do this. I know I've done it myself. I have several students that have done it, so it works. With that being said, I want to go back to what I talked about before, is that it takes work. Now, I want to clear up one thing. You do not have to do this and make money online. You can do this in any niche. If you don't want anything to do with make money online, understand it works in other niches. Personally, I like make money online, and I like the fitness niche. Those are two of the most profitable. With that being said, anything that is a hobby niche, anything that involves where people spend lots and lots of money, you want to focus on things where people are building, or they're creating tons of products. Because what this means is there's competition. And what most newbie or beginners do is they want to avoid any and all competition, which is completely silly, because where competition is, money follows. So I'm going to scroll down here really quick, and I'm going to go with the health and fitness category because it's going to be one of the easiest ones for me to give you examples on. There's tons in the e-business and e-marketing, and there's tons in health and fitness. Everything else here, there's tons of categories too. I just know these two better myself. Now, I also want to touch on really quick, understand, for me personally, I use a lot of private affiliate networks. I'm not really a big Clickbank fan. I started with Clickbank back in the day. I'm just showing you this because it's one of the easiest marketplaces you can go to. So we're going to go to health and fitness, and I'm just going to go with the top product here. Now, personally, I know what Organifi is. I've used it myself before, so I know quite a bit about it. But just because of the fact that this one is on the top one, usually, the products that have high gravity. So I know, for instance, Organifi has 73, so it's actually higher for whatever reason. No, it's not higher. The Red Tea Detox has 271. So just so you know, when you're looking for products, the higher the gravity, that means more people are making money with it. Now, I'm going to use the Red Tea Detox. I have no clue what this is. I know it's an info product. Organifi is an actual physical product. Now, Clickbank has actually transitioned over where they actually have some physical products. But for the most part, Clickbank is a digital products. And me personally, if you're asking me what do I think is the best method, I like digital products. The profit margins are higher than physical products, and no matter what you're doing, period. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go over to Google. And I'm just going to type in the Red Tea Detox. And you already noticed as I'm typing this in, right? If you look here, you can see the Red Tea Detox, the Red Tea Detox PDF, the Red Tea Detox reviews. And then also, I bet if I type this, you'll probably see something sometimes where to say, like, example, the product name scam, or is product name a scam? And basically, I want you to understand, a lot of people make this mistake, and I did when I first started out too, is thinking when people use the word scam, it automatically means it's a scam, and it doesn't. When people are typing these things in, whether it's review or it's scam, these are buyers. These are people that have their literally credit card sitting right next to their desk. They're ready to whip that thing out and buy. All they're looking for is this product good or is it bad? And that's why they're typing into reviews. This is why it's so profitable. If you've ever heard the term about building a buyer's list, This is essentially what it is. I've shared several times on my YouTube videos how once I got to 2,000 email subscribers, I was making about $20,000 to $40,000 a month on average. And the reason being is I focused on this method. I focused on building buyers over just getting people that are looking for free information. So if we go to the red tea detox, I'm just going to type in review. You're going to see right here, these are ads, so we're going to ignore these. However, even though if people are running ads and it's actually going to a website where they're reviewing it, it's massively profitable, because if they're spending money to run you to, like, say, a blog post that reviews it, they're not spending that money unless they're making money back. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and open up this one. I have no clue what this is, with the red tea detox review. So we're just going to look at a couple of these. Now, here's my strategy, just so you know. What I like to do is I like to look at the top 5 or so results on Google if I'm writing a blog post. And how I'm doing it is I'm collecting all the information myself. So I already know the number one question people are going to say is, if I don't buy the product, how do I review it? This comes down to you. Do you want to review things in order if you don't buy them? Personally, I buy the products. Or if I'm actually using the term, I leverage it for traffic because those are buyers, and I focus on getting email opt-ins. That's completely up to you. I'm not going to tell you on ethics here what to do, right? So basically what you want to do is you go through these, like, what is the red tea detox program? So it explains what it is. Here's the overview. Part 1's the diet. Part 2 is the workout. Part 3, it goes about mindset. What bonuses are there? So basically it's just explaining, this is what it is. This is how it will help you. Here's how to get it. So, take a look at this stuff, go through like the individual products that you're thinking about reviewing, and look at what the top people are doing. That's going to tell you what you should probably model yourself. Now, you see right here, here's another one. This is pretty much a plain, simple blog, and honestly, I like things that are really simple. Now, I can tell you right now, I'm pretty sure from looking at this person is not really focused, I don't think, on marketing the red tea detox. This is more like what I would have did. I had a product that I actually owned, or I actually bought and I believed in, and I leveraged a lot of these terms in order to send them where I want to go. So if you look right here, it says 𝐷𝐷𝐴 is the perfect painkiller. So basically, I'm going to guess that most of the things they're doing is trying to focus on promoting this supplement or whatever it is. This is what I did. This is the exact method I did. A lot of the products that I wrote reviews on, I didn't own. All I did is I collected the information. I never said anything was bad. I'm not into bashing anything, but I basically leveraged the search terms because these people are looking to buy things, and then I would sell them something that is very closely related. Now, if we go over to YouTube, right? Now, ignore this YouTube channel. This is where I perv out and follow a lot of the hot girls. Don't judge me. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm basically going to type in the red tea detox review. Now you're going to see, right here, we have, several videos on it. And this is a great headline, by the way. The red tea detox review, don't buy until you see this. I used to use this all the time. Basically, wait, do not buy this until you hear this one thing. Or don't buy this until you read my review. Because automatically it stands out. What do I need to read? What do I need? What am I missing? And it grabs people's attention. Now I want you to see right here, this one has 2.4 thousand views 3 months ago. This was 5 months ago, it has 24,000 views. 1 week ago, wow, that one has 19,000 views. Let's see, this one has 4,000 views. Now, even though this may not seem like it's very impressive because the views are low, this is not like seeing a normal video on YouTube. It's just informational based, like what you're watching right now. This video, or these videos that have a couple thousand people, these are people looking to buy something. It's 10 times more value than 100,000 people watching your video that's just searching for information. These are people ready to buy right now. They're in the buying mode. They're ready to whip out their credit card and spend money. And this is why this method works so well. Now, if we go back really quick and you look right here, you can make up to basically $26.15 on the average sell. So the average, sell you make is going to make you $26. You only need to sell a handful of those a day to make $100 per day online. Come on, do the math here. It's not going to be that hard when you consistently pump out these review articles. So what I usually like to do is pick one product that, I went through, I purchased, or I know about, and I usually like to leverage everything else. So what I do is I go through this whole page right here, and everything that's closely related to the product I'm selling, I go and write reviews on those and leverage them. As you see, as you stay consistent, remember what I said, you got to have patience. But once you build this up, you start seeing sales every single day. All right, so the third method is Instagram influencer marketing. So personally, I do not do this. This is the method I talked about I don't actually do. However, I have several students that do this that make well over $100 per day. In fact, I even have one student who is approaching now about $8,000 a month selling his own products in the fitness space. And I also have several friends that focus 100% on Instagram marketing. So this is a method I truly believe in. Now, why I think this is a great method is because of the fact that it's not just a short-term method, but it's also a long-term method. The second reason I actually like it is because of the fact that if you're the kind of person that doesn't want to show your face, it's a great method to do. You can actually just use images, you can use other people's videos. There's a lot of different ways to do it in many different niches. Now, what's also great about Instagram influencer marketing is the fact that you can use it for affiliate marketing, you can use it for selling your own products like I mentioned already, and even if you're into Shopify, you can actually use Instagram as huge for influencer marketing for actually getting sales for your Shopify store. Now, the basic focus for Instagram is essentially just to build up a page in a niche market, something people like. It could be motivational quotes, it could be make money online, it could be weight loss, it could be French bulldogs, it could be, anything that people are actually spending money on or interested in congregating on the internet to try to learn more information about. Now, what's great about Instagram is you have many different ways to actually monetize once you build it up. You can monetize with affiliate marketing, as we mentioned, Shopify, and one of the really great ones is shoutouts. Now, this is one of the reasons that I'm sharing now that I picked Instagram for you to make $100 per day online is because of the fact that some of the other methods I shared, the one actually requires you to learn a skill and actually start, going out and getting clients. The second method, even though it's my favorite, you still got to find affiliate programs to sign up. The reason I like Instagram is because of the fact that once you actually build up a page or a following of people that like you, one of the fastest ways to monetize is just to do shout-outs, as I just mentioned. And basically all a shout-out is where you mention, another influencer's page, you can mention their products, and people literally pay you anywhere from, say, $10 on up to I've seen as high as $500 plus just for one post on their Instagram page. You literally can turn Instagram into a full-time business with nothing but, building pages. Honestly, I have friends that are in Instagram marketing. They're focusing on creating influencer pages, and what's great is they don't even show their face. Now, I'm a proponent of creating a personal brand. I think everybody should have one, but I realize not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody has the personality type for it, and this is a great method for those types of people. Literally you can focus on building up the pages. You don't have to have a whole lot of marketing ability, and once you have the following, people will literally come to you. People will literally reach out to you and want to get shout outs. You can link to their page in the actual post, so you can actually link to the other person's Instagram page. You can actually link to their products from, say, in the description. And if you're actually doing Instagram stories, once you have over 10,000 followers, you literally can use the swipe up feature and send it to their product page or wherever it may be, based on what they're paying you to do. Now, what I really like about Instagram influencer marketing is the fact that even though this is a short-term method, even though it's a relatively fast way to get to making money online, at the same time, you can turn this into a full-scale long-term business. Once you find a niche market you like, once you find it's profitable and you enjoy creating the content for it, you can actually start thinking about creating a real brand, creating an email list, so that way you can market to those people in the future. You can find other affiliate products or other physical products to promote to them. You can even create your own product. You can go and expand out to other social media profiles to even build that business bigger. So even though this is a short-term method, this is something that you want to think about going into it, that you can also turn this into a real business that can make well over 6 figures a year. All right, so that's a wrap. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. Hopefully this gave you some ideas of how to start making $100 per day online, but hopefully you got some actual ideas of what you want to do moving forward. My suggestions, my final thoughts on this, if you are more the type of person that is just looking to make a little side income, or maybe you're looking to make money now so you can reinvest into a bigger business later, then start with method number one. In my opinion, it's the fastest way to start making money online. It's how I started. You literally can go out there and find clients this week if you're proactive. However, if you're more the type of person that's patient and you're just wanting to build a long-term business out of the gate, then method number 2 and method number 3 are better to start with, in my opinion. They have a bigger potential. And the other reason I like these methods as well is, me personally, I'm all about passive income. Now, I don't believe there is anything that's passive, like you just set it up and you make money the rest of your life, but I like things that I can set up and it keeps making me money, now, a year from now, 2 years from now, and as long as I keep maintaining it, it keeps sending me money. I don't got to keep doing additional efforts. So method number 1, as I said, is more like a job. Method number 2, you can actually put systems in place. You can hire people to help you expand, and it's something you can grow into a very large business, something that could even make 6 or 7 figures if you took it seriously. So with that being said, that's all I got for you. If you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate if you'd smash that like button and comment below. And as always, I will see you in the next video.